Hi everybody, this is Mrs. Goth here, and I'm going to talk about how to get into OneNote, a OneNote class notebook. You can do one of two things. First thing that you can do is you can go into this, type the search button, just start typing OneNote, it'll pop right up, OneNote for Windows, and then you just have to click on that and it will open. The other thing is you can just click on the Microsoft symbol in the bottom left corner. Click on that. If you don't see it in your Office suite apps, then you can go over to this alphabet, click on the A. It brings up our whole alphabet. You want to look for OneNote. You're going to use the OneNote for Windows 10. Click on that. That is going to bring you up. It will start to load. It might take a few minutes to load. So let's just do a quick review. How to get to OneNote. You can start by typing OneNote in the search bar. Remember that you are looking for OneNote for Windows 10. Or you can use the Windows key. Clicking on that, it pops up to this screen where you can find it in the apps. Or you can click on the A and then on the O. Alright guys, now let's take a look at how to find notebooks. When you come in, you'll see your notebooks listed right here. I have a lot of different types of notebooks. Yours will be listed however the teacher named it. We're going to take a look at example notebook 20. So if I click on that, I have some information in here. One of the things that you want to do as you get started is you want to make sure that this notebook is synced up. And when you sync it, what it'll do is it'll give you the latest and greatest information. So on that little caret, you're going to right click. You're going to click sync. You can sync all your notebooks or just this notebook. So click sync this notebook. It'll go in, it'll make any changes that you might have. So that is an important thing to do. Okay, let's review again. Finding and syncing your notebook. So finding your notebook, click on the caret to reveal more notebooks if you don't see your notebook. If you still don't see it, click along the bottom to find more notebooks. That'll reveal more notebooks that you might have. Finally, click on the notebook that you need to work in. Remember, after that, you need to sync this notebook. So right-click on that V or caret, click sync, sync this notebook. This will give you the most updated changes that maybe the teacher has made. Okay, let's start our tour of our OneNote notebook. We're in our notebook, example notebook 20. That's the one I want to be in. You can see there's a welcome page. Some teachers may or may not have a welcome page. You have a collaboration space. That is a space where we can all work together. The content library is where I can put things, or the teachers can put different documents. You cannot edit them. You can only copy them. And then this is your section. And I chose Mrs. O'Neill as my student. Underneath your section, depending on how the teachers have it set up, I have intro, class information, homework, quizzes. All of the things that are in here is things that you can edit. So let's get to know your notebook. Just as a quick review, the welcome page, some notebooks will have them, others will not. You have a collaboration space. You and others may work together on documents. The content library, you can view only, copy, but you cannot work in this area. Your page or your notebook, this is underneath your name. Your teacher sets this up, and you can download and insert documents, and you can work on these documents, so you can edit these documents. Let's take a look at our notebook in a little more detail. So the left pane has sections, so we can add sections if we need to add sections. We have add pages in our middle section, and then the right section, this is what shows up. So if I want to add a section, I can add a section and it will only appear under mine. You can add a section in yours, and I might use test section. There. Then I want to have a page to that. I might go test 1, and you can see that it automatically changes it from untitled to the title of our page. Then we can click, if we want to type, you have to click off of your title and click into the middle of the page. I want to add another page. I would say test 2. Again, if I want to type, I will type right here in the middle of the section. So you got to make sure you click off the title to add or type anything in that section that you're going to type. So sections and pages. The left pane, these are your major sections in your notebook. Your teacher may create them for you, or you can create your own sections under your name. They might be the major topics that the teacher is talking about. The middle pane, these are the pages, almost like the pages of a notebook. When you create a new section or a new page, you have to name it. New pages, you need to change it from untitled and type on the line right above. So on my welcome, if I was going to change this, I would type in hello, and that would change the page. You can add pages or add sections by clicking on the pluses at the bottom. Let's take a look at this collaboration space. Remember that collaborate means to work together. So right now I have a sandbox. We choose the word sandbox because sandbox is something that you play in. So this is just a play area. So Mrs. O'Neill and I could both be working on this practice collaboration page. I could type something, and then she could type something. You'll know when they type, you can't see it right now, but I'll be able to see who's typing what because their initials will come up. We might use a collaboration space if we're doing some group work. So the teacher might assign you a group. If you are group 1, the teacher might say, group 1, you're going to put all your notes in the collaboration space under group 1. Group 2, place all your notes under group 2. So it's really careful. You got to be very careful that when you click on your group, you're in the right one. The nice thing is if you are all taking notes or you're doing a brainstorm, you can look at each other's to see what other people have done. So let's just review collaboration space. On this page, anyone in the class can edit this section. It might be used for group work. Your teacher may assign a group a particular page to work on together. Let's take a look at our content library. Remember, the content library is a place that you can view documents. You just cannot edit here. So if there's something in here that you would like to edit, you need to copy and paste it. So here I have some information. This is something for you to take a look at. I go to my Let's Try It. I want to take this page, and it looks like it's the page that the teacher would want me to edit. So you're going to go on the Let's Try It. You are going to right click on the Let's Try It. You're going to just simply copy this page, go into your folder, wherever the teacher tells you to put it. I'm going to put it underneath intro. You can click anywhere in the add page section, just right click, go paste. It's going to put it automatically below your last page. Let's do a very quick review of Content Library. This is like an example notebook. You can view but not edit these pages. However, you can copy the pages and paste them into your own notebook to use. In order to copy from the Content library, you have to copy and paste the pages. Right click in the content library on the page that you want to copy. Click on copy. Go to your notebook under your name. Find the section that you want to add it to. Go to the middle section, the page section, right click and paste. Let's take a look at your notebook. So remember that your notebook falls under your name. This is all the things that you have. Here's your sections, which could have been set up by the teacher. It could be by topic. It could be set up kind of like a regular notebook. A regular binder might be set up, depending on what the teacher wants. These are all things that you can edit yourself. So we just copied this, let's try it. One of the things, like when you get a worksheet, is if the teacher hasn't done this already, they may set it as a background. That prevents it from moving. So you can tell, because if you cannot move this, that it's set as a background. Let's take a look at page 2. So page 2, you know already can be moved because your mouse turns into the 4 arrows. What we want to do is set that as a background. So you're going to right click, go down to set picture as background, and click on it. Now you can see that you cannot move it, but you now can write on it. So all you have to do is click on an area that you want. You write your name in the section, and notice that you can slide this and move this around if you choose. Fill in your teacher's name. You can also use your pen and write on this page also. Now, obviously, typing is neater, handwriting not as neat, but the teacher can also make comments like best science teacher ever. Okay, so we will go in and make comments to you on your worksheets. So let's just review your notebook. The sections, it's under your name. You can edit these. The background, you can right click on the worksheet page, click set as a background if it's not done already. Repeat this with each page of the notebook. Why would you do that? Now you can write or type on the worksheet without it moving. If there's multiple pages you need, you can control and click on the pages. You can also move your sections around inside your notebook and your things by clicking and holding on the sections, and you can slide them and order them in the way that you would like them to be ordered. Remember that the teacher can make comments on these pages. This is where we would grade it, just like we grade a regular paper. So you have to go back in there and take a look at those comments.